What's up, Facebook Live? Hope you're having an amazing day, regardless of what you're doing or wherever you're up to. Just jumping on to say hello for a few minutes here and share a simple concept that we came up with earlier today when I was working with a client that just makes a whole lot of sense. Well, that won't work. Let's see if I get a better angle. While we're getting set up here, I'd love to know what you're grateful for. Love to know what you're up to. Siobhan, nice to see you. Hope you're having an amazing day. As you join in, love to know 3 things that you're grateful for, 3 things you're excited about in your life today or what you're up to. But as today is titled just a simple gift, and it's a gift you could give yourself, a gift you could give to someone you love, or a gift you could share with someone who's important to you, your kids, your husband, your wife, but more importantly, and most importantly, a gift you can give to yourself. And real simple, always good to be live, real simple thought process that goes behind this is all of us will have days and moments that we're not necessarily prepared for where stuff happens. Our blog post today that went out on JRC TV, if you follow that, you can go to jrctv.com and check out the actual video and post there. Or you can go to jarekrobbins.com/blog and check out the blog post we wrote up about how to prepare for the unexpected. Now, one key element to add on to what that training is all about, one key element you can think about is it is expected and it's totally natural and normal that all of us are going to have a bad day. Meaning we're tired, we're frustrated, we're hungry, we didn't sleep a whole lot. I don't know if any of you ever had a day like that, but if you have or you run yourself into those moments, what's interesting is what could you possibly do to prepare for something like this? And if you think back to grade school or high school or college, one thing that girls tend to do for each other much better than guys do, at least, is when they're best friends having that one day where they're just totally melting down and it's finals and things are crazy and they're, just feel melted and totally fried emotionally. I noticed that a lot of friends, girls at least, they would create these little care packages for each other. And you'd see them go knock on their best friend's door and be like, here, I made this for you. And whether it was their favorite music, with, their favorite food, with something they really loved, or a little journal, it was some little care package that they put together specifically for them with their favorite things in it to just help them cheer up and feel better. And if you think about that concept, knowing that in the future you're going to have a day where things fall apart, you melt down, you're tired, exhausted, frustrated, angry, whatever, something happens that radically and totally throws you out of your game. Here's a question. Don't you think it'd be smart to sit down ahead of time and think up what you would put in this little care package for yourself and possibly create them as your preparedness kit for those days? They do it in California, we had a drill when we were kids for an earthquake drill, and there was always an earthquake kit in every classroom, or, many people have them in their homes, where it's this little kit that has all the supplies you might need when that day or that moment happens. Here in Florida, there's flooding kits and hurricane kits you can buy. So it's the same thought process. If you're going to have a flood or a hurricane or an earthquake in your nervous system, why not have some type of kit you prepare that has a few things in it? And here's some of the things that we thought up today when I was working with one of my clients about this kit. One thing we thought about is certainly having a set of questions you could ask yourself that when you're at your grumpiest, craziest, most frustrated moments, if you ask these questions, it would help kind of set the framework for the best version of who you are to come back to life. So that was one thought. Second thought we came up with, and how to do that, just print them out, put them in a little cart. Diana, nice to see you. Hi from California, nice to see you. Put them in a little laminated card and stick them on top of this pile. So what would you put underneath those questions? And questions might be like, what are my expectations that aren't being met? What's happening right now that's frustrating me? What are 3 things I can do immediately to make myself feel better or more centered in this moment? Simple questions that help you become more effective and more grounded. How do I feel my way through this moment? How do I just experience fully all that's flowing through me right now? So there's lots of questions you could ask, but come up with 3, 4 questions you could ask immediately when you open the kit. The next piece that would go in the kit, possibly some music you love, something that would change your state, make you feel good or powerful or strong or centered or guided. So maybe your favorite music or a favorite little movie or audio clip, something that just makes you feel good when you listen to it and turn it on and is easily accessible. Third, If you're hungry or tired, you might want to have like a protein bar and some water. One thing that my client said really helps her is breathing. So we talked about getting one of those little compressed oxygen bottles you could have that you might take 10 deep breaths with it and flood your body with some fresh oxygen. Another thing, if you're having an emotional kind of breakdown or moment there, you might want to have some little mementos, some things that make you feel good from a place you've gone or something you love to do, a picture of your family, unless they're the ones who made you feel this way. What else do we say? Some scents. A certain smell might cause you to feel really strong or powerful or calm or centered. We also talked about memories, key memories that just feel really warm and centered and grounding, things to remind you who you really are. Little affirmation cards or incantation cards that remind you who you are from your inside out could go in this kit. And then the final piece is, once you've kind of packaged up this little kit, you might need to make like 3 or 4 of them. One for the house, one for the office, one for the car. You never know when stuff might pop up, but you make these little kits. And then the beautiful part is, the last final cherry on top little thing is to write a note to yourself, reminding yourself of how amazing you really are. What you're proud of yourself for, what you're grateful for about who you are as a human being. Special moments in life that if you remember those, it brings the best of who you are to life. And write yourself a little note that says, hey, if you're reading this, probably not feeling too hot right now. So I wrote you this note to remind you, you're awesome. Stay focused, keep breathing, take a sip of water, listen to your music, you're going to do great. And as simple as that is, it's just a little kit you can create for yourself. And then one thing she noticed is she has a few children, and she said, wow, this is a great idea to sit down and not only prepare for myself in case I have a moment, but prepare these with my kids and my husband in case they have a moment. And we all have a rule as our family, if we put these together, that if someone's having that moment where they're not feeling their best self, they're kind of falling apart emotionally, or just having a real bad day, we can go get them their kit and be like, here you go, I have this for you. And all of a sudden, it's a way to help make them feel loved and cared for and taken care of. And they have all their favorite goodies in this little bag that might bring them to, back to life in the best way possible and let them enjoy the experience while getting back to who they really are. So just a thought there. Hello, everybody. I see all the numbers keep going up here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope this makes sense. This is in correlation with our blog that went out today. So if you didn't see that already, how to really prepare for challenging times, you might want to go to jarekrobins.com/blog and check that out. Or jrctv.com has the video itself, but the worksheet's on our blog. And that's all I have for today. Anyways, Sergio, hello. If you have any questions, I think I have about 3 more minutes before I have to jump to my next meeting. I'd be happy to answer any of those for you. Hopefully you all are having a wonderful day wherever you are. I see California here. Sivan is here in Florida. Always nice to see you pop up. Sergio, not sure where you are, but glad you joined. So anyways, it's talking about creating those little kits for your family, for yourself, so that in your moments when you need it most, when you're kind of falling apart or exhausted or tired or just at a low point, you have this little kit you can bust out, and it has your favorite music, handful of items that help bring the best of who you are to life, and it kind of refills and fuels you up right there in the moment through using this little kit to do so. Hope that's useful. Hope it's fun. If you have someone or know someone who definitely needs to make one of these for themselves, you might want to hit share. Kristen, Sergio, Laredo, Texas, awesome. Well, good to see you from Laredo. Kristen, glad to hear you love the idea. I loved it too. I think later tonight when my wife gets home, we might sit down and after we do our Performance Coach University training module, we might sit down and map one of these out for ourselves just so we have them too. I think it's a wonderful idea. Kylie, Bondi Beach. Good to see you caught it again. I think it's late night there. Glad to see you're up and hanging out with us. So, hope this was helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. If you know someone who needs a kit like this, please hit share. Or if you want to surprise them, go create one for them and bring it to them as a gift. Shannon from Michigan, love to hear it. Awesome. Joburg, South Africa. Wonderful, Warren. Good to see you pop on here. If you know someone who needs one of these little kits, make it to them as a gift and bring it to them. I think if anyone wants to create their own business, this could be a really cool little gift business where you create 12 different options for, and each month they kind of deliver one. And it literally would be a little box that says only open during an emergency. And then it lists like emergency means bad day, tough moment, your worst hour of the day. And it's a little box that you open it up and it has all the goodies in it that brings people into their best selves. It could be a fun little box ship business or drop ship business for people around the world to buy for friends and family. Anyways, hope you have an amazing day. I got to jump to my next meeting, and I will see y'all later. Make sure to hit share and let people know if they need one of these so they can make it happen.